Yep. Oh, shit. Yep, Farmer and the AMA are most definitely tied together. It's like they're in each other's pocket, right? And then you have these crazy free marketers saying, "Oh, the reason why healthcare is so large is because it's fee for service." No, it's because of the fucking fraud assholes. It's because of the 10,000 different billing forms, dumb fucks. It's because you're charging $2 for a Band-Aid that only costs 2 cents. You might want to talk to the Johnson and Johnson family. They seem to be the ones supplying us with quite a bit of that. So they gave you Clonidine, huh? I'd look out for that, because it was right after I was given the Clonidine. Well, fuck, I was on a patch for years. And it just all of a sudden quit working. And they never replaced it. They just kept increasing it. They just kept increasing it, increasing it, increasing it. And even after being put into the hospital, technically I've been in the hospital 4 times now, for days at a time, because the blood pressure is 279 over 180. That's not sustainable. And as a direct result, I'm now suffering from kidney failure. So when people say, "Well, why didn't you write it down on the calendar?" I'm really thinking, really? Really? Why didn't people listen to me the first time I fucking said, "Hey, I don't think this is working. They just put me in the hospital down here in Tacoma." Yeah. They just fucking locked me down in the "I'm telling on you" bed. God, I hate them fucking things. Oh my god. It's especially if you're ambulatory, and I don't give a shit. I could be half dead, spewing fucking blood out of every orifice of my body, and if I have to pee, I'm gonna try to get up to go pee. But they don't even want you to do that. It was causing a situation where you just become frustrated and embarrassed, because now you're having to wait, because you got to push the little button for somebody to come help you, and then you got to wait the 5 or 10 minutes before they figure out that you really actually need some fucking help, right? And so now you're sitting there and you got to pee and whatever, and man, I can't tell you how many times I couldn't wait and wound up peeing on the fucking bed, mostly because I'm stuck in this screaming fucking apparatus that is fucking sending off sirens and shit. Oh, you can't get out of bed by yourself. Is that the way you want people to live? I'm serious. Is that the way you want people to live? I mean, I got their liability and shit, but I needed to pee. Yeah. The only reason why I'm not in a nursing home now is because I absolutely fucking know how miserable they are and how I would be treated there on a full-time basis. Fuck the part-time fucking bites of crime that people get to take out of me now. Could you imagine a full-time nursing home? And they don't listen to you there about medications. I fucking told people for almost a year about this fucking drug, up to and including the last doctor, who insisted that there was nothing wrong with me. He thinks I don't have no congestive heart failure. Technically, it's a leaky valve in the left ventricle, which at this point is not severe enough to require an operation. But it wouldn't matter anyway, because with my lung condition, I simply don't fucking qualify. I wouldn't survive anyway. Blood pressure is no joke. I would check what the fuck you're eating. Yep. And I wouldn't think that just because it says low fat or low carb or whatever on the package, that that's the trick for you. Basically, if it ain't coming out of the ground or off of a tree, I'm really not fucking eating it. I pretty much live on fruits and vegetables and rice. The peanut butter be probably not a good choice with the peanut butter, but it's really one of the few sources of protein I can find that I can actually fucking tolerate. Because everything else makes me itch or scratch or fucking have diarrhea. Yeah. And all of this is moot anyway, because the fucking cancers that are coming are gonna kill us all any fucking way. So like I said before, I really just don't give a shit. No. I have a government filled with people who are more interested in their money than they are in anything else, including the actual fucking human life that exists around these people. Some of the healthcare professionals around me are just fucking scary at best. And I will reiterate, when they start taking advantage of your mother or your family member or your auntie or your favorite what the fuck ever, you'll get it. You'll see exactly what the fuck I'm talking about. At the end of the day, in my situation, I didn't get the required 48 hours, period, point. But it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if I wrote it down. It doesn't matter that I can schedule these appointments up to 2 weeks. Up to 2 weeks, not 2 months, 2 weeks. That's the furthest out that this system will go. So it really wouldn't have mattered, because then something would have had to have reinvigorated that memory. And nothing did. I didn't even remember having the appointment until the fucking phone rang and the recording started talking to me. I didn't even remember the appointment. And I fucking told people at the time, I said, I promise you this is not going to work out very well. Right? I even took business cards with the day, date, and time on it. And where are they now? I don't know. It doesn't matter. I still didn't get the 48 hours I require to arrange transportation. And those are the fucking rules. You have to give them 48 hours. If you're not giving them 48 hours, then you, the client, can't call. It has to be a healthcare professional. Yep. Those are the only people that are allowed to make the appointments after that. And it's not the first time. This is an ongoing situation. Or they want to fucking bitch because I talk loud. I can't help that. To me, this is a normal tone of voice. If you think that this is screaming, turn your fucking phone down. Turn the volume down on your fucking video. Because this, to me, is not screaming. This is a normal fucking tone of voice. I think what she was picking up on was my absolute frustration with her continuing to tell me, are you going to take the appointment? I said, I haven't talked to the person I need to yet. I can't give you an answer right now. Well, we need to know. I don't care what you need. You didn't give a fuck what I needed. Well, I have a piece of paper that says we called you on Friday. And I'm telling you, I got a cell phone that says fucking different. And it's not a goddamn voicemail. I sat and listened to the actual recording itself. So I know what the fuck I heard. That's how I got the phone number to call them back the next day. Yeah. I don't even know why I was going there. I was asked yesterday by the third party that's supposedly going to help today. Not that it matters, because their next appointment's more than a month away, and I'm not going to remember that either. It's just that fucking simple. Anyway, she's under the impression that that this appointment is somehow necessary. But I couldn't even ascertain from these people when I was talking to them why the fuck was I going there. I just saw the heart surgeon like 2 weeks ago, and he said, leaky valve, not leaking bad enough, we'll see you in 6 months. So why am I being drugged back there? Do you see what I'm saying? I don't even know why the fuck I'm going there. This is a specialty clinic. This is a high dollar fucking heart surgeon's office. This is not your regular fucking MD over here. Okay? You don't even know why you're dragging me in there? Or you're at least not willing to share with me on the phone why the fuck you're dragging me in there. And if it was going to be one of these fucking appointments where we do show and tell, oh, this is the problem with... I would have seriously been fucking angry then. Because not only did you harass me after you failed due diligence, but now you're just wasting my fucking time. Because I can't think of any reason why I need to go see this woman. But I wouldn't fuck around with this blood pressure shit. My kidneys are failing as a direct result because the so-called fucking professionals wouldn't listen to me. They put me on the same drug they put you on. Sister, you may want to fucking check into that shit. And you can sit here and buy all the bullshit about it's for blood pressure. Show up into some emergency room and be treated by a doctor that doesn't know why you're taking it. They will make the automatic assumption that you are taking that drug because you have ADHD. I promise you. I've already been through this bullshit. In fact, it was such bullshit, and it got so bad that the doctor at the other clinic swore up and down I didn't have any congestive heart failure. She tried to treat me like I was a fucking head case, which I was not. But they will make you fucking nuts when you've been put in the hospital at that point 3 separate times, 3 times hospitalized because of the fucking congestive heart failure. And yet this MD is going to stand over here and argue with me. I don't think you have it. You didn't even get all the records. What the fuck do you think you know? Well, I don't think you have this or that. Well, then explain the fucking blood pressure that's 279 over 180, you dumb bitch. And because she continued to allow it to go this high for as long as she did, because she provided no intervention of any kind. My kidneys are damaged. So on top of everything else, I have kidney failure to look forward to. Because I couldn't get the professionals to fucking listen. Because once they see the name of a particular drug in your file, they automatically write you the fuck off. And that's just the way it is. And, you know, you can tell that story to anybody you fucking want to, but at the end of the day, you better get you some help. And a different fucking blood pressure drug, or they're going to start treating you the same way they treated me. Ain't no fucking doubt in my mind. I've seen it happen already way too many times. I didn't believe that it was possible until it actually happened to me. So now I'm gonna die in the most miserable, painful fucking death that people can have, because the arrogance of another human being who feels like they're just superior to everybody else. And let's not forget, right? Let's not forget, this is all paid for with your fucking tax dollars. The abuse of me is supported by your fucking tax money. And that's all it is. You wrote me off, and then you stuck me in a fucking closet, basically. Just like a mushroom, kept in the dark and fed shit. 3 years I took that fucking Clonidine, in both the patch and the pill form. And now I have kidney failure. because according to the previous doctor, I don't have congestive heart failure. Well, my kidneys wouldn't be failing if my heart hadn't been failing. And my heart was forced into a position for more than 90 days to exist at 279 over 180. Again, this is not sustainable. I suggest, again, you find you another blood pressure pill, because this ain't going to be the one. I promise you. And people will start treating you differently. That I fucking guarantee. It's because of the 10,000 different billing forms, dumb fucks. It's because you're charging $2 for a Band-Aid that only costs 2 cents. You might want to talk to the Johnson & Johnson family. They seem to be the ones supplying us with quite a bit of that. So they gave you Clonidine, huh? I'd look out for that, because it was right after I was given the Clonidine. Well, fuck, I was on a patch for years. And it just all of a sudden quit working. And they never replaced it. They just kept increasing it. They just kept increasing it, increasing it, increasing it. And even after being put into the hospital, technically I've been in the hospital 4 times now. For days at a time. Because the blood pressure is 279 over 180. That's not sustainable. And as a direct result, I'm now suffering from kidney failure. So when people say, well, you know, why didn't you write it down on the calendar? I'm really thinking, and I don't give a shit, I could be half dead, spewing fucking blood out of every orifice of my body. And if I have to pee, I'm going to try to get up to go pee. But they don't even want you to do that. It was causing a situation where you just become frustrated and embarrassed, you know, because now you're having to wait because you got to push the little button for somebody to come help you. And then you got to wait the 5 or 10 minutes before they figure out that you really actually need some. Really? Really? Why didn't people listen to me the first time I fucking said, hey, I don't think this is working. They just put me in the hospital down here in Tacoma. Yeah. They just fucking locked me down in the I'm telling on you bed. God, I hate them fucking things. Oh my God. It's especially if you're ambulatory. Yep. Yep, pharma and the AMA are most definitely tied together. It's like they're in each other's pocket, right? And then you have these crazy free marketers saying, oh, the reason why healthcare is so large is because it's fee for service. No, it's because of the fucking fraud assholes.